Welcome back to Wild Voices. Today I'm here with
Devin.
and we are coming here to bring a message to the youth about this company we found called BE. And that is the ticker symbol for
Bloom Energy.
Amen, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, today we're going to be getting into the pros and cons, or in other words, the Bears and the Bulls.
Go ahead and look into it.
Let's get it. So, what do we see here 1 year from now?
So I see a bullish chart, prices going up over the years around around Christmas time. It staggers a little bit, but prices then goes up after New Year's and then becomes bullish again. And I see it's like a increase. But yeah.
What do you think about a year from today? All right. Let's see. Because I see it stayed around the same. Yep, it did. Year from today, was around the same it was a year ago at its peak. Hmm. It didn't really change much. But I see how it is like from then, it was a lot. In that whole season, that year, it was a lot of bullish time. A lot.
It's more bullish than bearish. That's for sure.
What do you think? Let's see. Let's check out 6 months from now as we get into it. 6 months from now, we see that it climbed from 75.70 all the way up to $307.60.
And we do know that they delivered about 100% like year revenue, like in the first quarter around 2026. So I think by that we can tell that they're hitting around 700 million in revenue.
Man, they up there. But I ain't gonna lie. If I'm viewing it from the doubters' perspective, I ain't gonna lie, they ain't looking too good.
With this chart,
Because I'm saying, hey, B has a negative 745 ratio. But that's just from the doubters' perspective. I'm just saying, it looks like they're still losing money. And they don't even get me started about the EPS growth. It's down 99%. How do we feel about that?
it doesn't really look too good for the bearish.
So, man, that's kind of tough. That's kind of tough. So, what do you think about it?
Where can we? What do we know about the company?
All that we know about BE right now is we know that it's growing fast, but burning cash. Simple as that.
Okay. So we also know that the stock is up over 1,400% year over year and 226% from the year to date.
1,400.
Yes, sir, placing it in the top 10% of its industry for performance. So that's
Man,
really well.
that's crazy,
So
bro.
this is a really good company when it comes to
That's what the bull see.
serve.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's really good from a
Let's check it
bullish
out.
perspective.
Let's check out the what's it called? The comments. Let's see what these people say about it. These people saying that Bloom Energy 600 is shared 2 months. It's a green light. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're gonna, in my perspective, from the bearish perspective, I don't know. It ain't looking too good. I'm not gonna lie. But, but, but with the Bulls see, I can see where they kind of like, they looking into it heavy because that 130% over year by year revenue growth is kind of absurd, especially when it's only in the first quarter of 2026. I'm just saying. It hit around 700 uh 51 million, I'm pretty sure,
Yeah, around that.
in revenue. And I'm like, bro, that is crazy.
The real difference from December of 2025. That's
Yeah, man, that was just absurd. It went from all the way down there all the way to 300. You know how much of a growth that is? Especially that's like only a couple months. Now let's see about today. Today we see something a little bit similar, but not as heavy as it was back then in that year. We see that it was all the way at, I'll say around today around 5 o'clock. eh, Yeah, 5:26. We seen that the market was kind of in its flow state where it was at like 275 for sure. And then around I'll say 11, it dropped down significantly, around almost $30. That's kind of crazy.
Huge drop. Also possibly indicate huge spike going up.
Ooh, you gotta tell them about that, man. Like, what the heck? It's crazy. Yeah, tell them about that spike that's going up
Yeah.
because that dip is like that.
And I also know that like 11 of about 24 analysis like will rate VA as a strong or buy. So like the ratio, it's not really like it's almost a 50-50% ratio when it comes to like buying or having a strong buy with this stock or company.
So what if I were asking you, I know it's not financial advice, but if I were to ask you, what do you think might happen if somebody would have bought in at that $249? You think they would have got a big growth from that, or you think it might have been like, well, some?
Honestly, I feel like it would depend on wherever they entered on how they feel about on when like if they think it's gonna like decrease or
Yeah.
increase, but it's also about maybe what like where they need the charts to go. So if you see a steep decline in prices, then like especially with this is a drastic like drop. So that's either indicating that they're trying to reach like a new height in a price range on like per share or
What do you think? What do you think about right here? In the morning, I know right here it dropped down past 250 and it rose back up past 250. Now, right here at towards the end of the day, you see how it starts to level out and starts to get real, like, stiff. Do you think in the upcoming week, do you think it may do the same thing it did previously, where it does that dip and then rise again, or you think it might just stay steady the whole time?
hmm, that's a good question. Well, we really have to see like what the weeks to come, like, because if the price does drop, honestly, if the price drops from right here, it's definitely gonna climb up. Like I feel like it would. Like I don't feel like it'll crash anymore. Um,
No, don't forget to look at that right there. The all-time low and the all-time high right there. Man, do you think it might at where it dropped all the way down to 249? Do you think it might ever hit that mark of that high, or you think it might ever break past it?
271.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. And I feel like in the recent weeks it will, like, because of this like steady pace and price because we are after hours, but it's still steady climbing up. So I feel like if it does drop and like it drops below like this high, then I feel like it would like spike up because you will not sell enough to get enough buy like
All right.
to try and like
Well, man, I really enjoy the input. I really wanted to get to dive more into it, but right now we're just on the surface. We're just scratching away, so we can take you along this journey of us discovering what we discovered with you. Well, thank you. This is Why Voices with Joshua, and
Devin.
thanks for joining us. We'll catch you later. Peace.